Hey everybody, Licameli here. Today we're talking about passion. Passion is one of those buzzwords that you hear a lot all over social media, TV, in motivational speeches. But what exactly is passion, and are we supposed to find our passion? Are we supposed to know our passion? And then how do we follow our passion? In Angela Duckworth's book, Grit, she goes into the research behind this, and it turns out that majority of people who've achieved a great deal of success and have a driving force and a driving passion didn't get there in an aha moment. They didn't know their passion after something happened. There weren't fireworks and then they knew their path and they followed it. What happened most of the time was they noticed they had an interest in something. They pursued that interest. They dove into that interest. They educated themselves, they practiced, and they developed that interest into a passion. And then that becomes like your North Star or your compass. And then every other goal in your life branches down from that. So for me, I want to try to make this place better because I was here. I want to make people happier. I want to make people healthier. And I want to improve people's lives. And that is my compass. The goals that I set for myself and the things that I do should all be consistent with that North Star. I'm a physical therapist. So every day I'm helping people through exercise, which is something else that I'm also very passionate about, is exercise and training and bodybuilding. Any decision I make with my family, any decision I make with my wife, any decision I make at the checkout line, everything that I do should be consistent with that North Star. I always like to say if I had a complete day off, I had 24 hours to do whatever I wanted to do no matter what, my day would look very similar to a work day. If I had an entire day to do whatever I wanted, there'd be some kind of training, there'd be time spent with family, there'd be time spent with my wife, there would be time to rest, there would be time to eat, and I would be of service to people somehow. I would make people smile, I would meet new people, and I would change someone's day for the better and maybe even their life through some small acts throughout the day. That's what I would do if I had an entire day. So those things that I mentioned are all things that I'm passionate about. It doesn't take effort for me to train. It doesn't take effort from me to eat the way that I eat. If it did take effort to go to the gym, or it did take effort to eat the way that I eat, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't enjoy it. It's effortless for me because that's what I want to do. It's what I would do any day of the week. If you don't have that driving force behind you with those things, it can be hard to try to force yourself to do them. If you have to constantly build up the willpower to go to the gym or build up the willpower to not have that dessert, is it worth it? Find something that drives you and that's easy to follow and that it just draws you in and you can't help but dive in deeper and develop it. Sometimes taking the path of least resistance is what you have to do. I always think, what if my child someday came to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I am interested in learning how to exercise and I want to change my body and I want to eat differently. Can you help me?" I fear that day. I fear if that day comes because I wouldn't wish that on anyone. To force someone to exercise or to eat healthy um, is it's not a good feeling. So unless my child has a driving passion for that and it really energizes him or her and it's what they want to do, if they had a complete day to themselves, then I would offer my assistance. But if they're trying to force themselves to do something like that for the wrong reasons, I don't know what I'm going to say. But I would highly recommend that they find a different path. So sit down, ask yourself the question, if you had an entire 24 hours, what would you do in that time? That can give you some guidance as to where your passion may lie. Once you find that, develop an interest, dive into it, and let it pull you in. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want, and we'll see you next time.